Okay, moving on to question 10. A coin is flipped 4 times. Determine the probability of the coin landing heads at least once. Well, having at least one head, probability of at least one head, is really the same as 1 minus the probability of no head, right? So probability of no head is more straightforward. It would just be tails for all of them, for all 4 flip. And each time getting a tail is a 1/2 chance. So now we have 1 minus 1 over 16. So the answer is 15 over 16. That's the probability of getting at least one head. Die is tossed 4 times. Determine the probability of getting at least 1 5. Same idea. Probability of at least 1 5 is going to be 1 minus the probability of no 5s. Well, 1 minus the probability of no 5s, so we are going to do it 4 times. And so if we don't want 5s, it will be 5 over 6, right? Just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. And then we times it 4 times. That's 625 over 1296. So I'm just using my calculator here. 625 divided by 1296. And we get 671 over 1296. Question 12. So the first spinner is divided equally into 3 regions. And the second spinner is divided equally into 4 equal regions. Probability of A then D will just be the probability of A times the probability of D. So probability of A is 1/3 and the probability of D is 1/4. So our final answer is 1 over 12. B. Probability of B or C, then F. This is probability of B or C times the probability of F. So B or C on the first spinner, on the left hand side is 2/3, and F is just 1 over 4. We can simplify, divide by 2 to get 1, divide by 2 to get 2, so final answer is 1 of 6. And C, probability of B, then D or G, so we just multiply them. Probability of B is 1/3, probability of D or G is going to be 1/2, right? These two made up a half of the spinner on the right hand side, and we multiply them, we get 1 over 6. D, probability of A or C, and then probability of E or F. So A or C is going to be 2/3, E or F is going to be 1/2. We multiply them to get 1/3. Moving on to question 13. So we have ball 1 with 2 black ball. Ball number 2 has 3 black ball. And then ball number 1 has 1 white. Again, I'm using gray for white. And maybe I'll just do that. So those are white. Supposed to mean white. Because when I use the white here, it doesn't show anything. Okay. So probability of 2 black. Well, this is going to be ball number 1 getting a black is 2/3. Ball number 2 getting a black is 3 out of 5. Now, if you think about this problem, I can also, so this is ball 1 and bow 2. If you think about this problem, I can have bow number 1 getting a black first, and then bow number 2 getting a black. I can also have bow number 2 getting a black first, and then bow number 1, right? So let's see if they want us to emphasize that as well. Let me double check. 7.7, question 13. 13. No, so they just want that. Okay, never mind. So 2 black, we just multiply them and then we get 2 out of 5. And B, probability of black than white. So probability of black in bow number 1 is 2/3, and then probability of white in bow number 2 is 2/5. We get 4/25. C, probability of white than black. So probability of white in bow number 1 is 1/3, probability of black in bow number 2 is 3/5. We multiply them and simplify to get 1/5. Finally, 2 white. So that's just white times probability of white. So in bow number 1 is 1/3, in bow number 2 is 2/5, and we multiply them to get 2/15. Okay, so I'm going to do 14 separately because we need to go over that maze. Okay, I'll see you in the next video to go over question 14.